Were you typecasted? Are you typecasted?
Because of the Drake and Josh of it all?
Yeah, like working in traditional media right now. What's that like? How often are you booking? What type of work are you booking?
Yeah. I think, yes, I'm typecast to a certain extent, but don't you feel like everybody likes you for what you do?
Yep.
And that's what they want to see you as. And I think every single person, like, it's the reason I respect someone like Matthew McConaughey so much, who was like, yeah, I'm like the good looking rom-com guy, but I actually have all this in me.
Yeah.
And if you give me the chance, I'll show it.
Yep.
So I've been really lucky to do stuff like Mean Creek or this movie, The Whackness, that I did where I was like a drug dealer in 1994.
Oh, dope. Wait,
I feel like I saw that
Yeah,
too.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, like
It's cool. It's cool to see you not being Josh Nichols.
yeah.
It's really cool.
Weird.
Y'all forget. Maybe I don't know. You're a real life fucking actor, bro. You got chops.
Thank you.
Chops,
Real
bro.
human. But it's also why I feel so lucky to be doing this stuff and like have the social media and YouTube and you've spent time doing both. And when you're acting and everything's going right, there's like no better feeling, but it so rarely is going right because like something's not working or maybe just the process is off and you're so powerless because you kind of have to give it over. With what we do, we get to control the whole thing.
Which is absolutely amazing and why I'm most obsessed with this space.
Yes.
100% creative control. Steve-O expressed that he had some reserves going from traditional to digital. In fact, he said it made him feel very uncomfortable, almost like he made him feel like a loser. It sounded like when he was like a real actor, like giant, massive films in the Jackass. Did you have any of that feeling when you first crossed over? Because you were doing Vines.
Right.
You were heavy on Vine. That's when
That's how we met. In your first apartment before all this.
Yes.
When Logan was just one of us, a mere mortal.
I'm still one of you, man.
boy.
The only difference is I have the number one podcast in the world.
Of all time.
Truth.
And a really pretty house. Great friends.
Thank you.
It's wonderful.
So did you have any of that, any reservations?
Fuck yeah. Of course.
You did?
Yeah. And like people always say, like this was born out of that I wanted to tell a story and be able to create and go right to an audience. And had I been like doing movie role after movie role, maybe I would have missed this. But it was born out of the fact that like I needed to do something. And 90% of the time you go into an audition and it's a cold, hard no. And you're like, you walk in and you do it and you're like, should I go fuck myself? Cool. Thanks, guys.
They suck.
It's very hard.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of times when I would do auditions, Hollywood doesn't really want me right now, but I'll be back.
Fuck, you do it on your own.
Yes, but I also like I love you guys. I love Hollywood. How you doing?
Okay.
I'll be back.
I love y'all too.
No, but a lot of times you go into the audition and it's like I'm always trying to find out like why they didn't want me.
Oh, good luck. Get over that.
It's so depressing, man.
That's fucked. You can't. You'll
Sucks.
never know why. And you'll never know if it was like you were off or the moment you walked in, they had like
Someone
a
else in
5'5",
mind. Yeah.
like, brown hair dude in mind or like whatever. Like you'll never, it's funny. And this is inspiring. I remember listening to like Vince Gilligan talk about casting Bryan Cranston for Breaking Bad. And before that, he was like the goofy dad on Malcolm in the Middle.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah.
But it was because before that, Vince Gilligan was the head writer creator of the X-Files. And there was like this juicy guest star role of this murderer. And Bryan Cranston walks into audition and he's like, for better or for worse, I wrote this character with a certain look in mind. And he just wasn't it. So the moment he walked in, I'm like, this guy's not going to get the role. But he fucking floored me and was so good that I just remembered thinking, he's not going to get this, but I'm going to call that guy back.
Wow.
And he did.
Wow.
And he was on X-Files for like another episode, killed it. And then like 8 years goes by and he's like, I'm writing this thing and I know who would be perfect. And it was him.
Wow.
From like just being willing to drop his ego and say like, I'm going to go and audition for this thing and do my very best, knowing that there's a good chance I'm totally wrong.
So my agents tell me about these stories. I didn't fucking believe them, of course. It's like, it's good, you show up and you do the read anyways, just so they see you. And I'm like, I'm never getting called back, man. It's
so hard.
And you know why? I feel for actors because a lot of times they're far more talented than the social media stuff. Even myself, bro. I can act. I can act, but there are people way more talented than me. But sometimes I'll get the role because like social media following or whatever it is. And a lot of actors, really talented actors, are struggling nowadays to build a social media following because that has become a credential, whether or not you get casted in a film.
Yep. But then there's also that. But then for like the really yummy dope shit, they're like, I don't care if fucking the entire continent of Asia follows him.
Yeah.
Like,
yes,
I don't care. And actually, it's kind of a negative because they're like, well, I don't want this like super popular person that maybe people think of in a certain way. I want them to disappear into the role. Wow. So a
prime example of that.
It all depends.
Rami Malek, from the Queen movie, Bohemian Rhapsody. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
First off, it's phenomenal. And this dude Rami, he wasn't an unknown actor. He has a Netflix show.
No, USA, Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot. It's not Netflix? Oh, that's not what I said. So it's on USA. And he wasn't unknown, but when I saw him in Bohemian Rhapsody, I was like, I've never seen this guy before. But it was like super refreshing because like to see really talented people that don't necessarily have the biggest social presence.
Right.
It does make me believe in what might be a declining industry in some facets.
Sure.
Unless you're like an Avengers movie. But
yeah, that's the way to go. But yeah, like Rami's a great example. Like I know Rami's always been a great guy. And
you know him personally?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, like, you know, just in passing and like we'd see each other at auditions and I'd be like, fuck, Rami's here, I better go.
Like, yo, he's so fucking good.
You're gonna get this.
Yeah, he's so good.
And but again, another guy who like did small roles and just was like, I'm gonna do the best I can because I love acting. And even if I'm not like getting to do something ultra flashy, but it all led him to this like moment that he's having.
Yeah.
And he's killing that shit.
He's killing it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Rami is like this, but in my stint in Hollywood, I found there are two types of actors. There's actors like you and me, and I'm sure like our friends who are like still like down to earth people. We're cool, you know, kick back.
Salt of the earth.
Salt of the earth.
Yes.
I mean, look, I shouldn't be saying I'm cool,
like
but
where
like
you're going.
I'm fucking cool.
You're pretty
like,
cool.
Let's be. And then there's the actors who are like, I'm an actor, and this is what I'll be doing to dive into this role. And I'm not saying Rami's like that, but he seems like he is like a true is thespian the word I'm looking?
Thespian.
Like
Marsupial?
a marsupial. How are you cool? And do you ever hang out with the actors who are like true actors? Like they live for the art of acting.
Well, here's the thing. There's douches in every profession. Like,
hey, look, prime example sitting right in front of you there, Josh Peck.
But like even I find it, at least in acting, I guess maybe just because I'm used to it, what kills me is when like someone blew up on social out of nowhere, but they're like, you know, they just have like an incredible butt or like whatever, and they think they're Beyonce all of a sudden. I'm like, yo, like, I'm so glad you have a lot of followers on Instagram, but like,
and a nice butt.
Can't you just be cool?
And that's not, and that's
Yeah.
like, and that's like 99% of creator, like influencers on that. Like 99% of influencers are like,
Sometimes though, like they're gonna get hit in the fucking face and realize sooner or
Not
later
physically.
It happens. Because life will knock you on your ass.
yeah,
whether
Whether you're not, you have a nice ass.
Right.
maybe a little bit softer of a landing if you have a nice ass
Correct.
when it happens, but
But like,
That's about it.
that's about it.
I have a weird thing about I respect Mark Wahlberg because, you know, because obviously Entourage is based around his life and he's known for having like a posse, like a group of dudes with him on set, but it's because he wants to insulate himself from all the bullshit, right? Because he's got like these people that have rolled with him for his whole life and he's like, I can't live in the neighborhood anymore, so I bring the neighborhood to me.
Yeah.
And
dope.
that's like his, because you know, like it's all about energies, especially when you're working. And if you know that in between scenes, you can go and like chop it up with your friend and laugh your ass off and not be like lamenting, like, God, I didn't get that moment right. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
He took it one step further and put his friends in the content. So now he doesn't even have to wait to between scenes because
here we all are.
already there.
They're already here.